So it's a gorgeous Saturday morning, so let's go ahead and look and see what I've been up to this week in my garden. But remember when I said that there was an experiment going on in this pot with those little peppers? Looks like stirring up the dirt kicked a little into gear, because I'm pretty sure that's a pepper plant. So I'm going to pull that out of there today and put that in its own little pot and see what happens. So we've got the little pepper plant here that it's getting its secondary leaves on it, so that's kind of exciting. Just thought we'd take a look at the herb tower. My Mickey ears still need some trimming. I have been trimming off of it though. Basil is looking good. Thyme is looking good. Lemon balm is actually kind of coming back since I've been been using the bucket of love over there. This is actually coming back a little bit. Not very big leaves, but it is. But this is what I wanted to show you. Look who keeps surviving. She's not growing any, but it just keeps surviving. I think that's so funny. I mean, it's been weeks and weeks now. And my pumpkins. Pumpkin leaves are looking a little yellowy and spotty, so I'm not quite sure what that means. Right now, it has all these male flowers that are coming out. The female flower has the actual fruit at the bottom. So I believe that the female flowers will come out a couple weeks after the male flowers. As long as everything pollinates the way it's supposed to, I will have some pumpkins. Now it says that the pumpkins, according to the schedule, will be ready to go by the end of January. So that just gives us a month. But these just aren't looking as healthy as they were before, and I'm not sure why. The ground is still pretty moist. They do need full sun, and you can see here, I believe it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, if it's even that late, and they are not in full sun. These have probably been in full sun most of the morning. Check out my ball jar hack for my celery. I just kind of crammed it in there to fit into the thing. And I can fill it all the way up. When I want to water it, all I have to do is unscrew this and the whole plant will come out. I can change the water. I thought that was pretty cool. The bucket of love in the lemon balm is doing very well. Look at these leaves. They're like the size of my thumb. So I'm very excited about that. I'm very excited to see that the potato plants are coming out nice and strong, and I've got flowers. So flowers is supposed to be a sign of the final stage of the potatoes. My carrots look nice and strong up here. I just have no idea what they look like underneath. Don't you just want to pull one to see? I get so anxious. I don't know what to do with the cabbage. It just doesn't seem... Oh, wait, there's a flower down there. What does that mean? Oh, that's just some more leaves, right? Yeah, so here is the kale. Still taking its time, but it's getting kind of hardy. Got our celery plants. And our eggplant, still flowering, but has never done anything else but flower. And are the peppers still with us? This one here is getting a little bit bigger, so that's one. This one here is not really doing anything, and I had one over here, didn't I? Yeah, it's not really doing anything either. Oh, here's the tomatoes. So, what happened to the cauliflower? Beep. Okay, so your cauliflower is ready when these open up and show the heads. So these should have been picked a long time ago. I'm sitting here waiting for them to get bigger and bigger, and that's not going to happen. And once they get this much here, they say they don't really taste very good. So I am going to be harvesting both of these buckets today, and what I get is what I get. The cauliflower will not reharvest. So I will just chop all these down and empty these 2 buckets. All right, so yeah, so I'm going to take some of these broccolis here too that are ready to go, This one's definitely ready. That one might could go a little bit longer, whether I wait until after Disney to pick those. Remember what I've said all along. This really is about learning as you go. So these are great. Should have been probably picked a week ago. These should have been probably picked a couple weeks ago. So yeah, so now I know. Fun. Noticed I did leave one cauliflower plant in the bucket when I was cutting them, and that was the one that had really started to flower. And so I'm gonna I planted this one over here by the pumpkins. This is gonna be sort of my throwaway, have fun area. And the dirt here I really like because it's just been well composted by all the bamboo leaves and stuff over the past 10 years, and the different weeds and everything else that have come and died here. But the soil was great when I dug it up. So that slipped right in there. So we're gonna watch that flower and see what happens, and yeah. Dear. Alright, so here is what we got. We got a whole bunch of cauliflower leaves. We have a few way over ripe cauliflower, and we have some, which we will now call broccolini. Some broccoli. So we're going to have fun with that somehow. And we're going to make sure that it all gets used. And we are going to move on, because now I have 2 clean buckets to plant in. And then here's what we got left of the broccoli. Looking good. I think that'll be just fine till I get back. The Roma tomatoes will have to also wait until I get back, because they don't have any signs of turning color yet. And the beefsteak. How did the beefsteak survive? I've got 1, maybe 2, 3, but it's not looking so good. I've got 1 in this plant, but the stem is kind of broken on it, so I don't know that it's gonna last either. Yeah, so I'm gonna make sure to water these guys really well tomorrow. We are leaving Monday for 3 days, heading up to Disney. So I wanna make sure that, that everything's safe while I'm gone. Here is the tomatoes on a nice Saturday morning. They're looking very nice. And again, I may have to thin them out as they get bigger, but right now they're just looking gorgeous. Thanks so much for stopping by once again. Make sure to come back next week and see what happened while I was gone. And we'll see you real soon.